All right, sketchbook heroes, sketchbook warriors, keep drawing. We got to bring up the energy here. Let's share what we're gonna do next. Woo. Here we go. Am I sharing this right screen? Oh, no, I'm not. The wrong screen again. I'm going too fast. There we go. That's it. Let's close out. This is the one we just finished. Part 1. Now let's go to part 2. Part 2. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, this one. Ooh, this is really nice. This is really nice. We're gonna do that one. Then we got that one. That's a lot of stuff. But here, this is an oval. Let's copy this image address. Let's put it up in here. Uploaded by Ellen. Let's paste it. Let's see what it looks like here. Oh, let's zoom in. Gotta zoom in. Zoom in. There we go. No feet. There's no feet on this poor girl. And this scary spiders. Very Gothic. All right, 3/4 view. All right, so we're out of our beginning drawings. This one's a little more difficult. So let's see if we can break this down. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but we're here for the challenges. Even if we make mistakes, it's about the learning. It's about the process. It's about learning to keep going. All right, so every time I do a heart, I always think of these 2 circles here. I can see those circles. But that's probably not going to be the hard part. The hard part is going to be this girl. With this, I can't really draw. I can't really draw this oval at an angle. So what I can do is do 2 circles. Let me see, 2 circles. There we go. Let's move this one. That's right about there. And then copy it and paste it. And then 2 circles out. There we go. See, right in there. You can kind of see how that goes there. And this circle here, look at that. And you can see that angle now. That really helps, actually. Instead of drawing an oval, there's these 2 circles. And I can see how the face fits in there. This is going to be if we can get that, that'll be great. And then we can see the relationship of this head to that. Ooh, let's do this right here. Because this is almost like a circle. Let's see if we can see this as one big circle. Let's do a different color. Let's use blue. Let's use blue. That blue. Let's see. There we go. That big circle here. There we go. See that? That looks right in there. And there's that. Now copy paste it. Copy paste it. These 2 blue circles are exactly the same size. That's let's see that. That's about the size of that spider there. Right in there. That's good. Hey, what's that? Here we go. And then we've got the dress. The dress is a little triangle. And let's see if we can get another little circle in here. Oops. Nope. There we go. There we go. A little circle right in there for the torso. And then you've got a little triangle for the body. Let's put that triangle in there. Hopefully that helps break this drawing down. You can see the shapes. You can see even the hair kind of comes in through there. Learn to see this as shapes. And this is like a cone, it curves. It does have a curve to it. I see things changing, but it's my screen back there. Oh, it's a really big, oh yeah, there we go. I would say it's a really big circle. This part of that circle there. See that one right there? Yeah. See, it would probably be even a little bit bigger. This is just a little part of that circle. See, that's that bottom part. And this is how big that circle would be. And they did this on purpose because this actually almost even surrounds the whole picture itself there. Should I? Yeah, whoops, yeah. I'll bring it up. There it is. You can see that the little circles underneath. All right, let's screenshot it. Let's do it. Let's do this one. Thank you for joining us tonight. Here we go. Where's our chat disappears all the time. All right, here we go. Let's screenshot this one. This one looks like it's going to be fun as well. We have a his and her drawing tonight, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to label that stuff, but there we go. You draw what you like to draw. And then if you don't, you gotta like what you draw. Actually, that's it. That's where it comes discipline. You know, you gotta first part of it is you've got the inspiration, and then you've got you got to think about how badly you want to learn how to draw, because there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be times where it doesn't turn out, and how badly. But the more you practice, the better you're gonna get. You're gonna see those problems, and then like, okay, wait a minute, this is the problem I'm having. I'm having problems with ratios. So you practice with your ratios. You're having problems with your angles, or you're having problems with the relationships, how big something is to something else, and that's also known as proportions. And let me put it in the chat. It's there, but I didn't. There we go. It should be there. There it is. Let's download it, move it over here, and let's get drawing. This is gonna be fun. All right, this is gonna be fun. Here we go. Where did she go? There it is. There it is. All right, so we're gonna start off with that would be interesting. I really like that big circle to get us really started. I don't know, because that'll give us a placement. I kind of put that big circle because this is going to kind of that big circle kind of goes around, and it's the bottom of the dress, right? That bottom of the dress, and it really helps. It really does help with placement of stuff. So there's that big circle. Then up above you have the heart that goes into that big circle. There's the heart. That heart goes right against that big circle. That heart goes right against that big circle. Right here, right where that 9 o'clock on that circle. Let's break this into fourths. We've got our big circle, and I'm just sketching it in just to get placement of everything. You don't want to get into all the detail and your drawing doesn't fit. That happens so much when people are learning to draw. That's because they're not looking at the big shapes and how it's going to planning their paper out. How's it going to fit? And I got the legs coming out down here. The dress is going to be down here. The legs will be here. And then there's no feet. We'll make some feet up. Then there's another spider right about here, right about there, circle. And the big spider is off the center here. It's going to be right in there about that big. That's because it goes right against this circle, this big circle that we have here. And again, the circle is universal. Same height, same width. Same height, same width. So no matter how big or small your paper is, you should be following along, seeing how all these shapes fit, right? How they kind of go. Yeah, that spider's going to be small in there. It should be going against right in there. It should be right about in there. And then you've got, I'm blocking still stuff in. I'm blocking things in. The heart kind of comes down here. There goes that heart. That looks about right. And then here we've got the little girl. The little girl is actually below. It goes below our center. It goes below our center. So it's the head, the two red circles. Here's one red circle. And then there's another red circle. It doesn't go all the way to the top. It's inside our big circle, the first circle that we did. All right, here we go. There's our two circles. All right. Got a lot of drawings to do tonight. Let's see how many we can get through. All right, there's our two circles at that angle. They're probably overlapping a little more. I can bring them in a little bit more. Make them a little bigger. There we go. That looks about right. Yeah, because I can try to see that big circle there as well as them together. And then right below that is the torso. There's the torso and then the triangle for the dress. Get all these shapes right. There we go. These angles here, that angle there. There's that circle for that torso. And there's the dress. There's the dress. There's the feet. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. All right, so now here we go. Let's do this. We're gonna focus in on this face. Focus on this face of the head, and then go out from there. Because definitely, once I know that we've got the face, and I'm happy with it, then everything else just all right. So I am going to bring this up a little bit more because these circles did have to be closer together. So I know that, but I've got the front of the face fitting in here. So I'm going to get this kind of like bring this in a little bit, and then these are the cheeks, and then here this comes up, and then this hair kind of comes up in here. It's this almost like this U shape. And then her bangs come across right in there. So you're getting this what is this? It looks like an eraser, a tip of an eraser. Not this one. One of those pink erasers that you'd have at school. See that shape, the rounded corners. That's it. And this should be rounded as well. This should kind of droop down a little bit. The bang should droop a little bit. And then notice the angle of that as well. Right? So that's the whole face is going to go right in there. That's the shape we want, right in there. Should we zoom in? Here we go. Zoom in a little bit. All right, let's get those eyes. This eye is a little bit bigger than this one. Let's get the center first, actually, because it is off center. It is off center. So if we look at the middle, here's the middle of this shape. If we go a little bit to the left, this is a 3/4 view, and a little bit to the left is the nose and the mouth. Now they're really small, but they're on this 3/4 view here. And they're at below the center, or actually here's the center. I would probably say, yeah, below the center. It looks like a little, we're probably going way too small. Yeah, so it's, let's go bigger. Actually, let's draw that bigger. I'll draw it small and then I'll draw it again. I'll draw it twice because the mouth, ooh, it's really small. I'm going to draw this twice. I'm going to draw this face twice because I'm feeling this is too small here. We'll draw this twice. Then we got the lips. The lips right in there. And it's, wow. It's, we'll do it over right now because it's too small to talk about in here. So I'm kind of just faking it. I can see the angle of these almond eyes. This eye's a little bit smaller. This eye's a little bit bigger because of perspective in the 3/4 view. Here we go. So here we go. Let's get this eye in here from here all the way up in there, this almond shape. Notice the angle. Notice the angle as it comes down as well. This eye in there. Yeah, this one's more of a challenge. This drawing is a challenge. The almond shaped eyes. There we go. We got the almond shapes. The top curves smoother, and then this one is pulled down. Kind of like the leaves we were doing. Similar, but differently. So the top goes with that oval shape, and then this bottom is pulled down. It doesn't taper, although it can. And then we got the pupil of the eye. Let's get these pupils in. There's big pupils in here. There we go. That's one pupil. And if you know how to draw eyes, what's happening is it's a part of a circle. See the circle that's up in here like this. But I don't draw that circle. We're just drawing this bottom part. There's that big pupil. Boom. There's one. Then here, the same thing. That part of that circle. So yeah, you have to. Well, I'll do it again. I'll draw this face part again. I'll draw this face part again. A little bigger. All right, here we go. And then we've got like an eyebrow or something in there. So yeah, I'll draw the eye, this whole face again. And then let's draw there's blush or something. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush, just shade it in. I'm not pushing as hard. There's a little bit of blush there, a little blush on this side as well. And then the eyelashes, get these eyelashes in here. I'm just going really quickly. And here these eyelashes get bigger at the ends. It's smaller as it comes in. Here, really, they're actually going off this side here. Yeah. There you go. There's that face right there. And then, ooh, there's little spaces for the hair. So we've got a square like right in there. And I kind of like, there's like little spaces or gaps. This hair kind of comes up and around, up and around that oval shape, down. It's attached to the body with the neck and around. So I'm going to draw this face again. So hopefully we'll draw it a little bigger, but just the face. So here's the hair. Let's get zoom out a little bit. And so we'll draw the face again right now. So no need to fear. The more you practice, repetition. There's an ear right here. A little bit of an inside of the ear. Then the hair kind of just goes around. There we go. And it kind of comes down. Here. See, get that hair to come down. There's these gaps. And you can see this hair. Let me see. I did this line too thick because I was showing that how it curves, but there's these little openings. There's 3 at least. There's 1, 2, and then 3 in here somewhere like that. There we go. Open it up, and then it's all dark. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm gonna do the shading. Yeah, I'm gonna darken all that shading. Just going really light, but yeah, it's dark. And it actually lightens up as the hair at the bottom of the hair comes down. It lightens up down here. This bottom part lightens up. And it looks like there's 2 little curves echoing her dress. Arms. And then the collar on her dress. She's got a little collar. 2 little triangles. 1, 2, 3. It looks like a W. See, it looks like a W actually. 2 little triangles, but it's a W. Bam, there it is. They do close off actually at an angle there. Little arms. Little arm. Bam, bam. There it is. And then the dress is all black. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's coming along. The dress is all shaded as well. Yeah, all this gets actually goes all into one shape. Wow, this is a 2B. Could go darker. Could get darker pencil. Probably use a 4B, 5B, 6B. Probably 6B would be good. Yeah, so not going as dark as I'd like on this. What is this? This is a 2B. And then on the bottom of the dress is, let's see, I see about 4 on one side and 4 on the other. Probably about 8 little loops. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't have to be exactly 8, but that's kind of what I kind of see. And then all this is shaded. Let's do the face again real quick. And we got a lot of other detail to do. This little drawing has a lot to it. So I'm going to do the face again. There we go. Let's do it again. Hopefully a little clearer, a little bigger. Definitely size. I'm definitely not going to do all this shading, especially when you go bigger. There's a lot to it. And then what's cool, it's not just the shape. They break the shape up because they have like little hairs kind of going out. There's one there. You can still see some hairs, like little hairs here and there. Because you have the shape and then you have like hairs like this, like here, like one little hair that goes way outside. And then comes back in, and then little hairs. Like she's a little scruffy. She's a little scruffy, a little rebel. Little rebel. And then she's got the spiders. All right, let's do this face again. Well, actually, let's finish this up and then do the face again and then do the spiders in that order. So let's finish this up. Yep. That's Papa's rule. Yeah, the rules. What are the rules? It's good to have rules. It's good to have principles. Papa's rule is finish what you start. That's a Papa's rule. Mama's rule is if you spill it, pick it up. If it cries, love it. I don't know. There's different rules I've seen. Papa rules, Mama rules. There we go. Consequences. That's definitely a dad's rule. Most of the time. Not all the time. families. Here we go. Unless you're single parents, you have to do both roles. All right, there's little scribbles in here, like little, I'm just scribbling it in. Oh, off camera, scribbling it in. See this looks all fancy, but if I just scribble it in, scribble like little, looks like lace. And then you've got the shapes of the legs, which is really interesting. You've got the big shape, which is this triangle shape. Then you've got some calves. So there it does kind of go in and then out and then in again. I'm going to exaggerate just a little bit as calves would go out, in, the thighs. Then you don't have to exaggerate as much, but you can see these little thighs. And I'm going to add some feet. She is facing this way, so I'm going to add her feet. Kind of, this one's going to go forward like this, and this one's going to go forward even more, like at this angle. Little feet. There we go. Let me bring this back actually. It has like little black shoes, and she's got stripes or something. But this foot here is at that, and they're just like little triangle shoes. One's at this angle, and then one's at like this angle, kind of like that. The 2 feet. There we go, and then the stripes. Yeah, I'm just going to put stripes. A little bit of a curve. All right, here we go. Let's do that. I'm going to do the face again. Just finish up these stockings. Little stalker. Oops, watch your spacing. It should be pretty equal. Little stockings. There we go, all the way down. That's not bad. Yeah, the thighs, and I'm just putting little bumps for the calves, just a little bit. You don't even have to. I'm putting more than is there. Actually, they come more to a point. That's not too shabby. That's not too bad. All right. Here we go. Now I'm going to do the face again. Let's do the face again. Just the face. Just the face. All right. So I'm kind of getting this shape here, that oval shape again. And then you've got the head part. The head part is in that oval right in here. See, I'm seeing this curve, and I'm seeing this curve as well. It almost echoes that front part of the face. See, and I'm drawing bigger. And you could do this too. On a separate sheet of paper, draw the face again. This is what it's about, practice, not just drawing one and done. You know, draw it more than once. And this will clarify, hopefully, the nose and the mouth. I'm going to try to clarify the nose and the mouth because I just did them there. There we go. Let's see. There's that. The head space. This, I can see the head space is going to be more. It's going to be more head space up there because I can see here that this here, and then the head is actually this much plus more, plus a little bit more. So that's how big that should be, up there, way up there. But I'm not worried so much about it. If I need to make this smaller, I can make this smaller. I can adjust my proportions. And then the ear goes in here. And then the hair comes down. But this shape here, and the height and the width is what I'm kind of worried about. It's almost like 2 squares. I would say almost 2 squares. Probably a little bit longer, slightly longer. But if you did 2 squares, it's a 2 by 1 or 1 by 2. The ratio, that would be the ratio. All right, let's see. The tricky part is trying to get that neck onto the torso. But we won't worry about that here. I'm just going to worry about the details of this face. The hair does come out. Here we go. So we did say the middle. Here, see, that's the middle. And then we're going off the middle a little bit. And actually probably at an angle. There's a little bit of a curved angle where the nose is and where the mouth is. Now let's break this into fourths. To fourths, and that little bit of a curve. And below that middle, right in here, the nose is it's almost like a upside down V. That's what it kind of looks like to me, an upside down V. and a little bit closed up right there. So there's an upside down V. Let me zoom in on that part. Upside down V, and then the lips. If I were to go just a little bit below that, and those lips kind of, I would say, are I would probably say it's slight little M, and then it has like a little bit of a circle below it, like a little bird. I don't know if you can see that now. That's what it kind of looks like to me. All right, so there's the nose and the mouth. You can see kind of how it fits. Here's the half. Here's it's probably a fourth. So it's like right in that fourth area. Notice the spacing. And yeah, there we go. Going really big. Now you can see the eyes. The eyes, I can see this is an angle fitting in right in here. This is the big eye right in here. That's going to be the axis line. And then here, this is the other axis line of that other eye right in there at that angle. Now I can draw it in again. This top eye is a little more of a oval shape. And then this eye, bottom part pulls out and goes up a little bit more. It's like it's pulled pork. There we go. Same thing on the other side, but the eye is a little bit smaller. See, that whole axis line just really helps kind of with the placement. There we go. You can see the different sizes compared to that one. This one's bigger. Bigger. All right, here we go. Let's get those pupils in there. Big pupil. So this again it's a circle shape, and it's in here. Kind of all have to imagine the circle. You have to imagine that circle in there. That really, really helps if you imagine this circle and you're just drawing this part of that circle. See that part of that circle. That goes out there. And there's that shape. Same thing on this one. This one's going to be more of an oval shape because it is more of an angle. But this would be more of an oval or an ellipse. So you're getting this kind of like shape. This actually is what's happening in here. It's more of an, because it's on the rounded side. So this is actually more of an ellipse. If you were to see the three-dimensionality of it, the X-ray of it, yeah. There we go. All right, so there's my pupils. Let's shade them in. Big almond eyes. And then we've got the eyelashes. There's really big eyelashes. Actually, shadow in here. A little bit of thicker shadow. I can probably, yeah, putting a little bit of shadow. And that's good right there. See, I added a little bit of shadow. I'm looking at this negative space and probably closing it up a little bit. See, I can do that. Close this. I'm looking at this white space in there. Close it up just slightly to make it more like that. And it is soft. There's this thickness in here, and there's slight, yeah, there's a thickness and a little bit of eyelashes, really small eyelashes. A lot of little small eyelashes right in here, really small little ones. Soften it up, and then the big ones. There's some big ones up on this side as they go out and curve. Yeah, these big ones, these big eyelashes. This is what really makes it right in here. Watch the spacing. This takes some practice to really see the spacing and see what's the the spacing and the curving. And try not to make it look like spider legs. So the spider legs are coming. It's just like, yeah, I don't know how else to explain. Yeah, because there's spacing and then there's size. And you kind of have to almost make that mistake. You just kind of have to do it and say, oh, okay, watch, they should be closer together. They should be further apart. They should be, and then just adjust next time. Okay, ooh, they were too much like spider legs. Oh, they were too far apart. Oh, I can see this one big eyelash, and then this other eyelash underneath and above. Right, there we go. See, bam, break it into its parts. See how big it is, see how it fits. Then all these other little eyelashes. They're just secondary, right? It's just part of the making it look like it has a lot of detail, but it's just little. There's the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And another eyebrow up here. It's the eyebrow. Did I do the eyebrows? And the hair. I'm happy with that. Let's zoom out. Zoom out. That's not too shabby. It's close to what we have there. Not too shabby. Hopefully that makes sense. The hair here, again, watch this square that's like in the middle and then watch the spacing. It should open up right in there. There's a little bit of a curve down there, and then this opens up right in there. See, that opens up. Boom, boom. That's why it's important to learn to see the big shapes, the small shapes, and how they all fit. And then all this hair would be shading. We did that already. All right, let's go back. Let's do our spiders. Finish this little girl up. There we go. Not too shabby. And they hid the arms, so you don't have to worry about hands on this one. All right, there she is. Let's make sure now the heart kind of goes around here. I'm double checking everything. There's a little bit overlapping. There's overlapping in the heart. The heart goes underneath her head. Notice how much it goes there. See this heart. There's 2 circles for that heart. Almost Valentine's kind of thing. We should be drawing shamrock stuff. This is like last month's drawing. We're in March already, marching forward. March 7th already. Wow. It's gonna be. Yep. Here we go. All right, so that center is that circle shape, and then underneath is those little claws, little jaws for that spider that's there. And then the arms. The arms have 2 angles. Actually, probably should zoom in on that. Yeah, we'll do one spider at a time, one spider at a time. We've got the heart and how it fits. I kind of see the body, and then the legs. One leg attached here. These 2 angles. Basically, it's just 2 angles. This is not horizontal. It slightly goes up or down as it goes down to the body, and then it goes up like that. There's those 2 angles, and it's a curve. It's a little bit of a curve. And then just scraping them in. Then this angle here, this angle there. Those 2 back legs. Try to get it to line up. Then you've got a whole bunch of other legs. It should be, wow, it looks like there's more than 8 arachnid. Looks like there's, let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't know. There's more. I think spiders just have 8 legs. Insects have 6. Yeah. All right, here we go. In general. So we've got 2 more legs underneath, and this one almost curves. You almost lose that angle, but it's kind of, they're there. The angle's there. This one as well curves a little bit more, but it kind of has that angle, the 2 angles. There's 1, 2 going up, and then there's one like in the middle. It gets lost in there, and there's these 3 that go below. These 3 definitely. 1 goes out and curves. 2, 3. There's a thickness to them, so you can just kind of generally put them in and kind of adjust. If you need to go higher up or go down lower, you can adjust when you do the thickness. Now this is where it's crucial. It's these the fangs. That's what these are. These are fangs. The fangs kind of like come here like that. Those are the fangs. And then we've got because it's kind of like a skull spider, but it kind of comes in, up, down, and up. It looks like a Batman. And it's giving me Batman vibes. All right, here we go. That's it. That's it right there. And these are kind of like horn shapes. And what horn shapes are, just two circles. We got one circle and then another circle. Oops, that's our other spider. That kind of make this horn shape. That's what that is. And I just, there we go. Just as an example. But if you know that that compound shape, then that would help. Let me do it again over here so you can see what I'm talking about. There's one circle and then there's another circle, kind of like a moon. And that's what that moon is. But if you see that and if you can really feel that form, really feel the solidness of this fang with the two circles in there, like two circles. Next month, the eclipse of the sun. So I don't know. I'd like to see it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's what's happening here. And if you learn to see those two parts, then you learn to make your fangs more accurate. Now we've got two nostrils, two little nostrils right in here, like little seeds. Watch the spacing. There's probably a little more space than I just put them kind of close. They're pretty close. There we go. The two spacings, and then the two eyes that are just right on the sides. Right there, looking scary. They're almost like circles. They're a little bit pulled out on the sides. There's like a lemon shape. That's what it is. Like a little lemon shape, little lemons, little lemmings. And then you shade it all in. There we go. Scary spider. All right, all right. Take a break if you need to. I feel like taking a break, but we're gonna muscle through. What time is it? It's 8:11. We've got at least another hour of sketching and sketch for the fun of it. Go fast, go slow, draw more than once. It depends on where you're at. If I'm going too slow, don't get bored. Take ownership of your learning. Say, okay, I'm going to practice my warm-ups. And that's what we're going to get together. We're going to get your warm-ups. Warm-up number one is just scribbles, taking action. And then we learn to focus and then just learn, practice lines. It's always good to, I'm going to have a whole series of warm-ups. They're just mini lessons. They're just like little practices. Little praxis. Now I'm trying to get the legs to attach themselves, make it look natural. The thickness, what's cool is there's a thickness to them, and I can, make adjustments as I'm thickening these legs. Make them thin to thick, thicken some up here and there. Bring this down more. There we go. Pick a leg, choose a leg, thicken it up. Same thing here. And the spine, the heart is made of some kind of webbing. It looks like, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to fix that, make it look more like webbing. We'll do that right now. There we go. So it's taking a while. We're almost there. This is probably gonna be its own drawing. We'll stop and start again. I have to add intros. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, I didn't block these in, so I'm just faking them. 2, 3, 4. Down and then 2 above. And this one has like one in the middle here that kind of like shoots. I don't know. It's attached. It's like, I don't know what's going on with this spider. But it has that skull kind of look, which is pretty cool. And all it is a circle and a little bit of like a real skull is made. It's kind of like the cranium and the geranium. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, the hard part, the heart part. Let's go with the heart part. So I've got the outline of the heart, which is good. And that's half the battle there. Now there's webbing that goes through this whole thing, which is, let's see if we can get this webbing. So there's one, I guess, thread that comes straight out of the mouth kind of down to there. There's one. And then there's 3 that are kind of coming out here. I would say this is like the the main one, the center. I'm going to see how okay, I'm going to bring it over the leg. Oh, watch out for tangents. I'm going to bring this leg over. And then there's two on the side. So it's going to go one and two. Kind of get the feel of it. And watch out for tangents. I'm making sure it goes above or below. Ah, above and below. I'm trying to fix those tangents. Here we go. And again, here's the main one. The main one kind of goes over. Watching out for my tangents, which I'm not doing a good job of. And then we've got this one. And then we've got another one that kind of comes out of this leg. And again, a tangent. I'm going to go over it. So it has to go above or below the line. Don't make it right at the line. I just fixed it. Although here it does go actually right on the line. There we go. There's four. And then I guess there's some that kind of come out between the leg. Oh, that's it. All right. Now, just like a regular spider web, I mean, this regular spider web is almost like you have the lines that are the structure, and then you have the lines, and I've seen spiders do this. They go around and they go around and around, and just there's a little bit of a loop to them. And as it goes around, actually, this is how the spider does it. If you ever really watch or seen a spider doing it, it kind of goes around like this. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going all the way around, and then it finds itself in the middle, and there it is in the middle. And that's how it does it. That's basically how a spider spins its web. And here, let's go. The World Wide Web. It is thicker on the edges here. There's more webbing happening. And I'm just gonna, and it just kind of goes in. I don't know, there's a lot of other stuff happening. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here on this side, but it does get, to make it more rounded, it gets thicker at the edges. And then there's like a lot of cross webbing, and the webs kind of comes over, not like what it's there. This is more like a, I don't know, cobweb, or I don't know. Just trying to get it to go in. What really will make it is this, the top part, and how these strands can like attach themselves. Although, you know, they would continue. But you want to throw some strands in there and kind of like making them look like they're continuing. And the thickness of the line, these are all really thin. The outside, you can go a little bit thicker, darker, and maybe soften some of that. So it looks like it's, there we go. Get some of these in there. Huh. My light looks like it's blinking for some reason. There we go. Yeah, the outside dark. Get that outside dark in there. Oh, whoop, swoop, 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 swoop. There we go. Just throwing some webbing. Not being very accurate. I'm just getting the feel of it. Sometimes, you know, what's important is the idea. Sometimes you just want the idea, like, oh, that's the idea. And sometimes you want to, like, oh, okay, no, I really want to make it accurate. I'm going to actually study and look at spider webs. I'm going to look at this and really make it more accurate. And this is where your observing skills, this is where you really need to decide on what you're trying to produce. What is your ultimate goal? What are you shooting at? Right? What are you shooting at? What is it you're trying to do? For me, it's just a sketch. All right. We're just sketching it. It's just a sketch. We're just studying, right, how they made this. And that's a good thing. Sometimes you want to go a little deeper, right? A little more accurate. Sometimes you just want to go fast. You got to decide. And sometimes when you're starting, you're like knowing, you don't know. We're like, oh, wait a minute. I can have, then you get a little more control of what you're trying to produce and make and why you're trying to make it. Sometimes it's just the idea. Okay, I just want the idea, save it for later. Oh, I'm gonna do more on that another time. All right. Ooh, even that looks good right there. All right, cool. Coming along. Last spider. This should be really quick. The spider now kind of scribbled over. All right, it is a circle. There's that circle part. And then it does kind of come out another oval. I like our pear we just did earlier. Pear, there's a little part right there. And then, oh, these eyes, there's two little circles way up here. And then three in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And then like a little one kind of like going around like that. And then everything else kind of shaded. And we'll just go ahead and shade it. The placement, and you can kind of, you might be off, and that's a good thing. You say, oh man, they were too high, too low, they're too big, too small. You're just having regular problems. And what are those problems? You probably could have proportion problems, which is to the size, how big it is compared to, you know, if the eyes are too small, well, maybe the head's too big. If the head's too big, well, or, you know, vice versa. It's all proportions. So you could be having proportion problem, which is common. That's why we call it wrap. Your ratios, the height to the width. Maybe you already solved that. It's a circle. It's an easy ratio. Height to width is a circle plus this little bump. Placement, that's another problem. The placement of stuff. Where do things go? Angles. Not a lot of angles on this. Oh yeah, on the legs. Angles. And what else? Wrap, ratios, angles, proportions, placement, practice, patience, persistence. All right, let's look at the big shapes actually. I can kind of see this as a big shape. Let's break this down. I see this I guess triangle shape, and then it comes down to another triangle shape. You see that is what I'm seeing. And this really helps because then it kind of like puts it all together. I can see this other triangle shape here like that, and then it coming down like that. And this is kind of like almost enveloping it or seeing these big shapes. That kind of like helps seeing the big parts and then seeing the small parts. So this spider has 6 legs, should have 8, but who's counting? Who's counting? All right, let's do this. All right, so there's the easiest one is the center one. So let's get that center one in there and then do the other ones that are around it. It does go up and then down. It does go, there's a little slight up and then down. And there's a thickness in there's almost like these joints. It goes thicker at the joints, and then it comes down to a spike, right? And so there's this thickness right in there as it comes down to a spike. There's one leg. There's one. And then the top one is pretty mostly straight right there. And then it comes down. These 2 angles right there. And then the third angle. That really thin leg right in there. And it should go from thick to thin or thin to thick. The tips should be thin and the up here should be thicker. There's 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs. Let's do the third one. The third one actually comes up, loops up. There's a loop and then it comes down. Watch the negative space. That can help, which I'm not doing a great job of. But the negative space is that white space in between that kind of help you, guide you. There, here we go. There's that leg right there. All right, let's do this other leg. We did draw spiders for Halloween this year. We had some spider drawings that were actually pretty good. I don't know how many views we got on that. Actually, we got quite a few views because it had a good thumbnail, but that thumbnail was automatically made. And that's all what I need to do. Go back and readjust everything. All right, here we go. I'm starting off with the bottom leg first. Just gonna make sure it's symmetrical. And then I can always go back and thicken up the legs if I need to. If you want to go thinner, if you're unsure, it's okay to be unsure. It's okay to have not have courage. You gotta don't get discouraged though. Actually you do need courage. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to have fear, but yeah, I gotta get your courage. Gotta get your courage. It's okay to make mistakes. Get comfortable in the uncomfortable. We were playing pickleball and we gotta learn to love to lose, because then you'll learn to learn. Because especially if you learn, from your losing or mistakes. And I came across a bunch of videos like that, people talking about losing and actually on my website. All right. So actually, why don't we go to that? That's the last spider. Oh, we just need we do need it does have maybe it is this baby spider, but there it has a little string, a little go straight up into I can see it going up higher, up in there. There it is. Ta-da! Ta-da! There it is. Ta-da! All right. It's a quiet night tonight. Ellen's not here, I guess. And who else is not here? Let's see. I don't see in our chat. Nothing in the chat. Oh, you guys are hanging in there. Awesome. 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 All right. Awesome blossom. Let's see who's here. Bum, 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 bum. Awesome. All right. Let's go to my website. I don't know. I'll stop the recording and show you. Maybe that I think I did put in some